Well, let's see what else we can hit on here real quick. Oh, Tana, I wanted to watch Tana's response to the iDubbbz apology.
There's a response?
Yeah, she did a podcast.
Oh, I haven't seen.
Is this just her girlie? Who's this?
That's her best friend, Brooke.
Is she an influencer or just a normie?
She co-hosts the podcast with her. She wasn't a content creator before Tana.
Okay.
My Instagram DMs are just so much like mention you in their story, mention you in their story, mention you in their story. And it's not like random people, it's like news things. And that's never usually a good thing. Like if I wake up and my Instagram DMs are like me being tagged in a bunch of fucking news accounts and like press thing story, like I usually did something that I'm going to have to then apologize for. I click on one and it says iDubbbz has apologized to Tana Mongeau. I'm like checking the date. I'm like, is this April Fool's Day? Like what's going on? I sooner thought I would die before I would ever see anything like that. And it's funny because like 2 weeks ago, Oscar was like, you would have the most viral episode of Canceled and like it could be good for you to have iDubbbz on and like try to squash beef.
And I think he is going on her show, right? That's interesting.
He is.
Good man. I think that'll be really good for them.
Beef, I don't even know if you can call that beef, or just talk about things like, you know what I mean, blah, blah. And I was like telling him like I would sooner have on Joe Biden. Like it would never happen. In the sense that like I didn't ever think he would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to like, hey, like we've never talked one time. Like ever. We've never
Well, you
ever
did talk
spoken.
that one time.
Well,
There was that one time.
That one time, yeah.
You know what I mean?
did they
The
even
gamer
really
word.
talk though? Did she even say anything? I can't remember.
No, she just got freaked out and then
Yeah.
ran off.
Yeah.
And I guess he posted this apology video apologizing for like a bunch of things he did in the past. One of them being the video he made with me or like to me or something. And I was like, damn, like I just never expected that. And I don't know how I feel about it, you know, because like, and I don't know how to say this. I'm not talking about anything in regards of the things he said, but I'm more so just talking about like his actions to me. Like, you know, him showing up to my show, him kind of putting me on blast, him inevitably making me kind of canceled and lose subscribers and have to apologize and all that type of stuff. I kind of think I like deserved that. And maybe that's like dark, like to say, but like, I don't feel like I'm owed an apology. And maybe that's because I've accepted it so much that like people always ask me if you could go back in time and like make that never happen, like would you? And I always say no, because I feel like at the time it was obviously a very
What's happening over there?
Oscar goes cry.
I heard him.
Like it was a very dark time period of my life when it came to like self-reflection and trying to figure shit out. And like I think I would be a completely different person if I didn't have that. I think it like I was on track to just be so on my high horse and like egotistical and like nothing could go wrong, that something going wrong gave me such a dose of reality that like this might not last forever. Like
Yeah.
you need to be held accountable for actions. I don't know, like it made me do so much necessary growth, and I think it also changed the entire trajectory of my career and life. Like I don't even think Canceled would be here if like I didn't get canceled a bunch and that was kind of the start of that to like shape that brand for me. Like it wasn't like I went into this being like I'm canceled, like I'm scandalous. Like if anything, I wanted to be brand safe to an extent, you know what I mean? And just like everything, I feel like it really shaped the course.
Okay, sounds like everybody's
That's
changing.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody's growing.
Yeah.
I mean, we were impressed with Tana. She's mature. She's great. She's cool. I thought she was awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, listen, this was all a long time ago.
I really like who she's become today.
I love her.
Yeah. I think she's really cool.
She's been through a lot, and Ian's been through a lot of interesting stuff too.
Yeah.
And great. I think it'll be a nice podcast, the two of them. I mean, there's other stuff she says here that she was provoking him. I don't know.
Just looking back as well, I think even at the time I was more like, you know, I can't believe all of this is happening. But like you were poking the bear. Like I was the one who mentioned him first. And
That's
like
right.
at the time I had this boyfriend who was like so obsessed with him. And I just like,
Although a tweet is, well, whatever. Yeah. Y'all will have a good episode.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.